The maturation of the new space industry, forecasting the future by analyzing the past. Small businesses mean more launches. Over the last 5 years, the new space industry has had significant transformation, marked by an increase in the number and diversity of launch opportunities. The emergence and growing influence of small businesses in this sector has been transformative, advancing the industry by providing innovative solutions, specialized components, and services, and in many cases, driving costs down and allowing access to technologies that would previously been unavailable to smaller enterprises, universities, and research institutions. As of Q2 of 2021, there were over 10,000 businesses in the space sector, with almost 5,600 of them in the US alone. Spending for NASA in 2021 showed that while most people think NASA contracts only with large entities, 90% of NASA's contracts were with small businesses, representing more than $3.5 billion in the US alone. These small businesses have emerged as central players, heralding an era where space release nuts, space pin pullers, space release actuators, deployable solar arrays, and more are not just components, but trusted innovation and efficiency. These small businesses have filled gaps left by larger corporations by advancing the industry forward with shape memory material products and other sophisticated materials as a different trend started to emerge between 2019 and 2021. Whereas previously large, slow government contracts were won by large prime contractors like Airbus, Boeing, or Lockheed, a shift to a more commercial approach was underway. Not every nut and bolt was required to be custom built, but instead commercial, off-the-shelf parts, also known as COTS, started being sourced, assembled, and launched. Instead of a few very expensive bespoke satellites, thousands of inexpensive satellites started being built using COTS parts. More importantly, with small businesses focusing on niche aspects within the broader space ecosystem, not only have costs reduced, parts become more available and affordable, but efficiency has increased and development cycles for space missions have shortened. With all these realized time, efficiency, and design savings, in recent years the surge in launch activities underscores the rapid growth of the sector, with the number of satellites being deployed shattering records annually, thanks to advancements in space deployables, larger space deployable solar arrays to provide more power for more complex instruments and mechanical devices. Launch trends and global economic impact. If you want to get an idea of how large the dramatic upturn of launches has been in the last few years, 2021 saw 146 orbital launches, the highest number since 1967, with 139 launches. 2022 shattered records again with 186 successful launches. 2023 saw the record shattered yet again with 212 successful launches, up 23%. The first quarter of 2024 has seen 66 successful launches and already looks to surpass 2023's record, underlying the rapid growth of the new space sector. Small business growth, helping collaborative partners achieve things faster, easier, and less expensively, allows for more missions to be completed, turning the bottleneck for the number of annual launches towards the number of rockets available to carry missions. But when we say that the commercialization of space and small business contributing to greater results has impacted the global space economy, what do we really mean? New space economy value by year. 2020. The global space economy was valued at approximately $447 billion, representing a 55% increase compared to a decade prior, highlighting a consistent upward trend. Commercial space activities, which constituted nearly 80% of the total space economy at the time, grew 6.6% to nearly $357 billion. Despite a slight decrease in global government space spending by 1.2%, the overall space economy continued to show robust growth. 2021. The space economy climbed to a value of $469 billion, marking a 9% increase from the previous year. This increase was recorded as the highest growth since 2014 demonstrating continued expansion and interest in the space sector amid global challenges. 2022. The value of the global space economy reached a new high of $546 billion, which was an 8% increase from 2021. This continued growth underscored nearly a decade of upward trends, further demonstrating the expanding commercial and governmental interests in space technologies and enterprises, while showcasing greater gains from small businesses. 2023 and beyond. The sector showed no signs of cooling down as the global economy hit $630 billion, an almost 9% increase annually. While some analysts predicted cooling due to flat governmental spending and slowing consolidation amongst commercial entities, 2024 has already been the fastest to space with 41 launches before the end of March. Predictions are that the global space economy driven by innovation will surpass $1.6 trillion by 2030. Broader horizons, bigger demands moving forward. The new space industry is only going to get bigger as companies now look to extend past low Earth orbit, abbreviated LEO or LEO, which altitude is 500 to 1200 kilometers, and into medium Earth orbit, abbreviated as MEO, from 5,000 to 20,000 kilometers, and geostationary Earth orbit, GEO, 36,000 kilometers. Whereas there are over 6,700 satellites currently in LEO, there are just 159 in MEO, which is generally used for internet and GPS services, and only 580 in GEO, according to the UCS satellite database. This shift carries huge implications for power systems and will lead to a cascade of opportunities for small businesses in space. As companies eye MEO and GEO, more sophisticated and powerful onboard systems will be required. Longer mission lifespans and operations will have to be considered. More power will be required to transmit signals farther back to Earth or to the Moon, all requiring new innovations in power storage and capabilities. New, innovative solutions like in-space manufacturing, also abbreviated as ISM, and flexible blanket solar arrays that minimize stowage yet can be built and unfurled in space to maximize power generation will be necessary to provide the increased power MEO and GEO satellites will require. Stronger optical systems to beam information faster will be required, as will larger antennas, optical systems, and ways to disperse the increased amounts of heat generated by onboard devices through deployable radiators and other similar devices. Part of the shift of why MEO and GEO are being eyed for new missions is the change in satellite sizes over the last decade. Initially, satellites were the size of school buses, over 1,000 kilograms in weight. A decade ago, a standard called CubeSats, which changed not only how space engineering was being taught to the next generation of dreamers, but also allowed access to the building of satellites to many more people because of its small size and mass, between 1 and 100 kilograms. While small CubeSats are still widely built by universities and research organizations, commercial entities have started building larger satellites again. Initially, CubeSats were used by commercial enterprises for mission and tech demos, and the results and development cycles were stunning. Now, those companies that previously built a business case around their CubeSat efforts are attempting to maximize their return on investment. This means they're willing to accept a bit more mass, more volume, and a slightly higher cost, but the performance is vastly improved, resulting in greater return data and/or signal resolution when launching a large CubeSat, i.e. 16U, or a microsat. As NewSpace transitions into MEO and GEO, it provides a pivotal moment for the industry to continue maturing advancements in almost every portion of mission design, but also lay the groundwork for the next frontier of space innovation and exploration. The new space industry has matured the how and when of utilizing small businesses to build more efficiencies and savings. Now the scope of those efficiencies must expand as the sector eyes further distances and eventually planets.